Yo, what's up? What's up? I did not realize the dollar had gapped down. Do I need more? Oh my gosh. While everybody joins in and we get rocking and rolling, I have to check this out. Okay. I'm also in the British pound. Okay, so I'm also did Cody? Hang on, Cody. I'm gonna do the futures real quick. It's been an absolute hectic day. Also, why it's later than normal. Whole change of plans right at the last second. You know, because God forbid anybody do anything normal, and then I'm just can plan according. Let's see. Okay, Cody, I actually want to make sure you were, if you called the British pound. So we're in the British pound US dollar short. British pound US dollar short, which is a long US dollar play. But I got in back here. Right here. Right now, it's 7 pips in the red. So it was red, came back down. When I saw the dollar selling off, I kind of feared this was going to break that zone and go up. I'm debating on closing it. Either that is a bear flag. That also just could be a higher low. Tomorrow we're going to lower interest rates, and I really feel that that's going to drop the dollar. So just to play it safe, I am going to have to close this bad boy. So right now it's 10 pips in the red. I'm going to put a take profit at 10 pips in the green. If that is not done by this stream, then we're calling it. My entry sucked. Yours is way better. Yeah, mine was. Mine did suck. But I did like it overall. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into it. Starting off with the U.S. dollar. At the open, we gapped down, a little bit of a sell-off. I know you guys probably think in like normal stock terms, hey, we've got it priced in. We know we're going to lower interest rates tomorrow. That will still drop the dollar. It's almost assured. Now, however long that does, I don't know. I think that's going to end up being 25 basis points, 50 or 75, because that's what everybody's saying. We'll probably judge on how much it sells off. You still have the other currency involved with that. But I will say tomorrow at that news, I expect the dollar to kind of spike down. I think the U.S. dollar Japanese yen play, I think we're going to drop it down, but I am going to actually tighten up. So I have 10 lots on this, right? So it's 1 million. Probably on my OCD says 5. But the last 3, I'm probably going to tighten up. If not, I'm going to put that thing nice and tight. If it even sneezes, it's going to tag out kind of thing. Because if we do look at the U.S. dollar Japanese yen on a smaller time frame, right, zoned out on the daily, we already did bounce. Hopefully that's a lower high. We talked about this 140 zone a lot, and I thought it was going to bounce. This is no problem. What I don't want it doing is kind of going up here, or at least me riding all of it all the way up, So I'm hoping we spike back down. What I don't want to happen is we kind of go horizontal, where we kind of do something like, this, maybe a little bit sideways. Then we peak it up a little bit higher, maybe even break that zone, get to this blue zone. I'm still going to be incredibly short. I just think this will be an opportunity for me to get cute with it, right? Skip a couple green candles and then get back in short. All right, Bitcoin. What a coincidence. If you guys are, for everyone watching this in the morning as a clip, you guys know I have a bet going on with my moderators, my admins. What do I call them? Moderators. Anyway, I don't think it gets outside of the blue until after elections. And I bet they were feeling good. And then that zone happened to happen. Matt says we're getting our guac. You don't have to buy me guac. You don't go ahead and buy it now, because guac is also very weird when it's not fresh. So just save it now. I'll get it from you later. Plus, when I'm right, you're going to run one of the streams. So you should just worry about getting a microphone with that webcam. That's all you got to do. And I just think that because I just don't know if there's going to be anything really exciting. This is a leisurely kind of trade investment. There are some people that just live by this, anti-government, this and that. Got to be Bitcoin. The dollar is going to collapse, which I hope it does. Some people think Bitcoin is going to be the next world dominant currency. I'm not in either camp. I don't trade it, but I do invest in it. But there's just no catalyst, no real driver, I don't think. So that's why I kind of think we're just dudding out. Outside of any driver, I don't think a lot of people are just going to put a whole bunch of disposable income, depending on how much they have, depending on what reports you read. People don't have any. I just don't see a lot of inflows for this just yet. Cody says, double steak is what I'll be ordering. I could destroy a Chipotle bowl. And I always get that new chicken that they just got rid of, so I could just short the piss out of Chipotle for that, because it's amazing that chicken something. It's a new chicken, right? But if I ever add, so I could take that, destroy a bowl. I'm eating chips, and I always get chips and queso, and I could probably go for a little bit more. Not a whole bowl or anything like that. If I add steak in there, I can't even finish the bowl. I have no idea why. Anyway, Bitcoin, not doing anything. The S&P, if you guys remember last night, I think I said something like, and I know I did because I was there, we're going to hit all-time highs. We're going to check that box, and then it's going to sell off. A whole lot like that right there, where we hit the all-time highs. That is all-time highs, and then we sold off. Ultimately, we're holding this zone right here. I bet this, again, I could be wrong. I bet this candle's going to be red tomorrow. I think this ends red. We're going to have a wick. We're going to have this is a daily candle. So this is futures, right? This is what drives the order flow into the S&P. I bet that's going to be a wick in the red candle down here. Will banks be hedging the dollar for the Fed announcement? Is that going into Bitcoin or shiny stuff? I would really like it to. If the reason I have to buy my admins Chipotle is because banks start hedging the dollar with Bitcoin, double stake, whatever you want, get the biggest bag of chips, that's going to be amazing. I haven't seen any of that yet, so I don't know who's waiting around who's making that play at the wire like this. So I don't think so. We haven't checked out gold in a bit. Did we delete all these zones? There's no way we deleted all the zones. There we go. So just cruising. If I were to entertain a gold dip buy, it would be right there. You'll also have to listen to me for years about it. But yeah, send it. That's fine. I'm okay with people following me doing well. That's actually a win-win. So I'm set up for success regardless. The shiny stuff. I don't know. I bet I wish I had a better answer for you guys. And I don't want to die on this hill because my money just is not like full-blown puts or anything like that. I have calls sold. I'm not even like, I'm hardly even hedged for this, but I just don't see a green reaction tomorrow. I really don't. I think I've given in to we might do 50 basis points. And up until yesterday, I told you guys, 25 basis points, you are smoking crack if you think anything different. So right now we're at 5.5. We're expecting consensus 5.25. I guess I'll refresh this and see if they change that. No, still 25 basis points. I get people are looking at betting odds and all that. I'm kind of still. I am 60-40 now. 25 basis points, 40% chance we do a 50. Either way, I think the reaction is going to be red. I just think one's going to be locking in profits or panic. Like whatever excuse they tie it to, I just think it's going to be red. Now, I will be in puts if the report comes out at 1 p.m. my time, and then they read that report to you like a librarian. For those of you guys that can't read, they read it to you 30 minutes later. And if we send it, we're at all-time highs again on that report. I am going to buy puts. I'm going to go SPY at the money puts for Friday. Because what I'm thinking is we're setting up for a volleyball spike, you know. So like I don't know if today was really a volleyball spike. Send it up just to smack it right back down. I think it'd be a little bit more dramatic, a little bit faster. So selling at the money, Tesla covered call. Got it. I almost did. Stuck with the 240s, but I really thought about that. Just because the premium's great. 37.5 basis points would be the right amount, not to cause a red candle, but unlikely. All right, S&P, as far as expected moves, we talked about this on Sunday. Nothing. Hopefully we trend up into that. Wednesday we send it south. We talked about even last night. Any red today would probably just be taking some risk off the table. Literally did just that. We had all-time highs, and hey, that's good. We made it to all-time highs. Let's take this off. Let's let everything settle down, and then we'll get back in. NASDAQ, same thing, kind of flirting with this line. We have this trend line drawn on a higher time frame, and because yesterday it kind of was bouncing around it. Ultimately, we still have sellers at this zone. I bet tomorrow we do break this zone right here. If we get to this yellow and blue zone, I'm going to be pretty tech heavy on the dip buy. Expect to move still smack dab in the middle. The little Russell that could. He's probably going to feel a little bit fatigued tomorrow. If I was looking for a dip buy out of the Russell, I'd probably wait for the type 2 on this yellow zone. Let's see. Tomorrow, what I'll really be looking out for is, one, not just that I'm right, because we know I'm going to be right. How right am I? And all jokes aside, I'm really that set on a red candle. I'm just curious what kind of red candle. Because if we barely fade this thing, it's probably better off to just go ahead and buy the dip. If we come out of this thing like the floor just dropped, you can wait. Let the sellers do their thing, and you'll start getting the dip buys down here at these at the zones below, not just like a red candle below. You know, if we start selling off like this, no big deal. We come out and just drop that thing like that. Let the bears do their thing, and get a real dip buy. Get this bear out of here, bull season. You just can't convince me right now that there's not going to be a red candle tomorrow. I'm too sold on it. If today we'd sold off to this yellow zone or deeper right here, at that point I probably would have bought the dip. I just don't think so. So again, tomorrow, I mean, you guys will be with me in the chat. We'll kind of walk through this as you know, as it comes, right? But that's what I'm looking for. It's not just the red, but what kind of red. Again, big red, I'm going to wait to buy. A little red, like this is a nothing burger, I'm buying the dip. And I got to be honest, for the perma bears out there, I don't want to be making fun of you later. But at what point do you have to just buy the dip anyway? If we get all the rate cuts, we've heard every excuse in the book. They do whatever they want, 25, 50, 75, 0, rate hike. If tomorrow is red, but I mean like on the 15-minute time frame, we got like a doji candle on the hourly, maybe 1 hour red, and that's it. What is it going to take? And then, you know, it's okay being bearish and you're just sitting the thing out, but to have active short positions out there and just take a bat to the back of the head over and over again, at that point I would say enough is enough. So I guess it's going to be kind of weird saying, if we just absolutely sent it green tomorrow, I'm not a perma bear, but I would take the I don't know what I would do. Maybe some puts at the bell for an overbought play, just to rein it back. I'm trying to go over every scenario, just so you guys know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I don't think we send it green. And now, what I just mentioned, by the way, not to be confused with earlier. Earlier, I said at 1 p.m., if we send it, I'm buying puts. I mean, we dance around, whatever it is. At that 1:30, Powell comes out, opens his book, got his reading glasses on, and he reads it to you. And we still go up. At that point, I'll probably buy puts kind of at the end of the day. So in other words, could go either way. I usually say that. I don't think so. This is the one time I think you'd have to be kind of crazy. Volatility is certainly here. So your position sizing should reflect that. That's what's more important. There's no way I would just be, what's a PC word for all in? There's no way I'd have everything out on the line like that.